Hi, it's Saturday night, the 2nd of May, day 123 of Living the Dream. Saturday is the day I always look forward to, even though I already have the benefit of enjoying 6 Saturdays and a Sunday since I retired. However, Kathleen doesn't have that luxury yet. She works 5 days and then she can enjoy her weekends, and that's why I look forward to my Saturdays. I get to spend them with her. Today, Kathleen had quite a list of things she wanted to get done today, all day Saturday, and so I went up to my office and I went about doing the things that I needed to get done, of recording those 4 remaining segments of 11. By mid-afternoon, we had finished our to-do list, including the most important task that I needed to get done, which was those 4 lesson segments recorded. And through the portal of mind, they came through into the world of the physical. Bam! I have 14 segments already done, so come Monday, I get to start building them out. When we were both finished with our to-do list today, we then spent the rest of the day shopping and enjoying the evening together. It was a great day. My power statement for today said, I will record the remaining segments for lesson 11, period. Check. Done. And that's exactly what I did. In fact, let me show you this. I'll just show you the last little recording thing here. Get that going up. There we go.
For now, let's talk briefly about Google Analytics. First of all, you should link it to your website immediately. Google Analytics is a free tool that you can use to collect important data on how your website is being used. Your website builder should offer a guide that shows you how to add what's known as a tracking ID that Google Analytics uses to collect this data. This Google Analytics data will show you who your audience is, their age, their gender, and location. It will tell you what your most popular pages are and which pages people are spending the most time on, and which pages people are bouncing off of immediately.
Anyhow, that's a great segment. It's the last segments. I now have 14 recorded segments, all of which are now ready to be built out, like I said, come Monday. So, bam, way to go. In fact, I've got this to-do list for Saturday. It was short. Finished recording lessons 4, those last 4 segments. Check my accounts, check my emails, go shopping, enjoy the day with Kathleen. So, bam, done. I love doing that. Next is Croy's Get Honest With Yourself questions. What didn't go well today, Marty, or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and strong? I actually slept in a little half hour, so I got up about 6:45 this morning for a Saturday morning. Did you start your morning with power? Though I still did, absolutely. Were you productive throughout your day? 4 more seconds through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. That moved my goals along. I got the important things done, so bam, bam, bam. Did you show up as the person you wanted to? Yes, I did. Were you when you did show up, were you present? Were you the person you wanted to be? Yes, Kath and I had a wonderful evening tonight. Now, combine all these questions together and ask the big one. Were you honest with yourself about your task today, Marty? In other words, did you keep your promises that you made to yourself today? I not only was honest with myself and fulfilled the commitment I made, I also set the table for Monday so that it's going to be a fantastic day. Ready to start building those out. The next question Croy asks is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? As I finished recording segment 14 of lesson 11, I mentioned that lesson 12 was going to be marketing your business. I remember back at the beginning of this whole entire process when I started to write out my first Living the Dream coaching package lesson. When I was done writing it, I thought to myself, oh man, I have 11 more of these lessons to go, and then I'll get to do the task of building them out. It's almost seemed a little overwhelming to me at the time, but a long time ago, I learned how to eat my elephants. And so I just started getting after it, one piece at a time, coming to the portal of my mind to the world of the physical. And I have to tell you, myself and anyone listening to this journal entry, it feels fantastic to be so close to getting my coaching package all done and ready to sell and use and teach and go with. Oh my goodness. When I do, it's going to be quite the accomplishment. Don't you think? Keep it up, Marty. Next, the question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Of course, I watched my 5 favorites, like I always do every morning during my mindfulness time. And throughout the day today, I watched several pre-played movie clips playing out on the screen of my mind where I saw myself building our own website, building that website for my coaching package. Living the Dream Coaching by Marty Brain. It was so great. As well as I saw a few clips on coaching, me doing some coaching with a client or two here and there. They were asking questions about their website process, and it was on the Q&A, a live coaching call, and I was on screen, they was on screen, and we were going back. It was just a great visual. Today was a visual day for sure. Next, Croy asked me to rate my day's effort. I gave today a 10. I say 10 because I worked at the speed of 10 getting those last 4 segments recorded and done, and then I enjoyed the rest of the day with my wife. Stress-free. It was a fantastic day. The next question Croy asks is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but you'd still feel like a success, what would that one thing be? And put it into a power statement for tomorrow. Well, my power statement I wrote down for tomorrow says this: I will enjoy sharpening the saw. I'll enjoy sharpening the saw the entire day. Sharpening my saw. Period. As you can tell, I'm going to make sure that tomorrow, my Sunday, is going to be a full day of peace and quiet and renewal. A day of relaxation, a day where Kathleen and I connect and we get ready for Monday. That's going to be our day tomorrow, our Sunday. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for great motivational stories. I'm going to share a short motivational story to emphasize what I mean. The author of the book I'm reading for the month of May, which is The Magic of Thinking Big, like I said. His name is Dr. David Schwartz, and he told the following story. This is in his words. Several years ago, I witnessed an exceptionally impressive sales meeting. The vice president in charge of marketing for this company was tremendously excited. He wanted to drive home a point. He had with him on the platform the leading representative in the organization, a very ordinary-looking fellow who earned in the year just ended just a little under $60,000. You must remember that this was more than over 40 years ago when this book was written, so it was even before then. The earnings of other representatives averaged about $12,000 a year. Can you imagine? The executive challenged the group. Here's what he said: I want you to take a look at Harry. Look at him. Now, what's Harry got that the rest of you haven't got? Harry earned 5 times the average, but is Harry 5 times smarter than all of you? No, not according to our personal test. I checked. They show he's about average in that department. And did Harry work 5 times harder than each of you guys? No, not according to the reports. In fact, he took more time off than all of you did. Did Harry have a better territory? Again, I have to say no. The accounts averaged about the same. Did Harry have more education, better health? Again, no. Harry is about as average an average guy as you could be, except for one thing. Just one thing. The difference between Harry and the rest of all of you, said the vice president, the difference is that Harry thought 5 times bigger than all of you did. Isn't that a great story? The magic of thinking big. Next, I'm grateful for the law of the will. The will has been defined as the power of conscious, deliberate action, that faculty by which the rational mind makes choices of its ends of actions, and then directs its energies to carry out its determinations. This power to carry out what has been previously determined upon is one of the greatest of all accomplishments. We're quite the creatures. The will is the executive. It is the boss. It is the determiner of success. The greatest success comes when we learn how to strengthen, organize, and train the will. And I'd call that our success mentality. Of course, we do not fully understand this mysterious mental power. Nature has taught us how to use our limbs without giving us the knowledge of the muscles and nerves by which they are caused to act in a particular way. Although nature has planted within each of us this miraculous power called the will, and although this is the means by which we go forward, yet we are largely ignorant of the very powers and forces on which our action depends. The command over the mind over itself is frequently more limited than its own commands over the body. These limits are known only by experience, not by reason. Our ability to control our sentiments and passions is much weaker than the ability to control ideas, though we do not know why. It is far easier, this note said, to will to do something we like than to will to do something we don't like. Therefore, we should train our attitudes, which I call our mapping, those neural past life experiences and stories that generates our attitudes towards life, our mapping, positive and negative. So we like good things. We need to train them so we like and think good things. We should train ourselves, it says, to increase the commands of the will over the mind, and therefore develop further the authority of the will over the sentimental and passions. Oh man. Lastly, I'm grateful for the principle of success that says patience is power. Patience is power. This doesn't mean you sit on your hands. We should work hard. We should work fast. We should work smart. But if it doesn't come when you expect it to come, be patient. Just remind yourself that you or I, the only way that we're not going to have it come or get it to come is if we quit. So just keep going. Here's a quote that describes the mindset I'm talking about. It's the mindset of a champion. Anything is possible for those with a dream, a plan, and the determination to make it happen no matter what. End quote. So there you go. That's what I call a day of living the dream. And like the last 122 nights, I'll be right back here sitting at my computer, memorializing my failures and successes as I share my journey to alignment. So until then, I wish everyone continued success. Good night.